Alright. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Chris? Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
Alright, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you. About something pertaining on the beach.
Yes.
Were you supposed to be, were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here. Were you at the beach at some point in time?
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, like I said, someone called, and they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you were masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they
families.
didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now, I will tell you this. The only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this.
What do you mean military?
Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous call,
Okay. I mean, yeah.
People did see it. We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
If nobody saw it.
Man, please, don't do this to me. Are you serious?
Shake hand.
You want to take primary notice?
I'm on it to take it since he's talking.
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
Indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
What? There
That's why they
was
called.
nobody around me.
So.
Nothing in here that shouldn't be in here?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this in here. Okay.
We'll go through it at the car.
Yep.
Is this yours, ma'am? This yours?
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is Jesus Christ. Because it's not. This is not very well.
All right. Awesome. Oh, is that here? Sweet. Thank you so much. What's your name?
Kimberly.
Amber? Yeah.
check it to your actual compartment.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got it or not? Where? I can message you. Thank you for confirmation.
Ma'am?
You got an ID yet?
No, we haven't got an ID yet. Let's throw that in the bag. $15, Tybee. Can you run a Gerber 27?
Check these.
Okay.
These are all broken up into half pills.
Okay.
Boiled peanuts. Use track.
Oh, Jesus. She said there's a vibrator in there.
Yeah, she says she didn't have it.
Oh, nice. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it.
Dump all this mess out of the office.
Oh, Jesus. Nels, you going through it. You locking everything.
My stuff.
Yep.
Look at the code book, see what she was charging.
Okay. I mean, and she admitted to it, and she said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So, yeah. All right. Cool.
What's the clock?
It's 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Alrighty. What's that? Mm-hmm. Gotcha. I got you. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, but again, someone saw it, so that's why we're here, I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, don't get caught. That's all I have to say, So, I mean, I got nothing against you,
34-year-old Christina Ashley Revels-Glick was arrested and charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. If you're not familiar with this story, then you may be thinking to yourself, well, that's the end of it. She went through the legal process and received her punishment. In the state of Georgia, a first offence of indecent exposure is classed as a misdemeanor, so you'd be right to think that she got a slap on the wrist. But what if I told you she didn't even make it through the whole legal process, because she passed just months after her arrest? But the circumstances surrounding her death aren't as straightforward as you may think. Christina's life leading up into the beach incident had been a quote, wild one, according to one unnamed relative. And although there isn't much information about her early life, we do know that the beach incident wasn't her first run-in with the law. She got in trouble, got herself arrested. She went to prison in Florida. It isn't entirely clear why she specifically went to prison, but we do know that she had been arrested on a handful of occasions. In 2018, she was accused of stealing a car, and in that same year she was arrested a handful of times for public drunkenness. Her life prior to the 2018 arrests was far from stable. You see, she had 2 sons with 2 different men, a 19-year-old from a relationship way back in the day, and a 15-year-old from a marriage that ended in divorce in 2015. Although the divorce went through in 2015, the marriage had broken down years before. Just 6 months after the 15-year-old was born, she left the family home to go on her own journey in life. The child was left with his father. Over the years, she had little contact with either of her children and their fathers, but on at least one occasion, she and her at the time husband rekindled. After she spent time in jail, her husband took her back, but she was wild. A short while after they got back together, she fell in with a real bad crowd. She was drinking and taking drugs. By 2020, Christina had made her own way in life once again, and she had been living at a property in Hinesville, Georgia. I'm not judging, but there were a lot of men, and we heard she worked at a strip club too. She was always nice to talk to, always smiled, said hello to our kids when she was coming in and out. She always paid her rent on time. In that sense, she was a model tenant. Then came March of 2022. On the 19th, landlady Felicity Rollins contacted police to request a welfare check on Christina. She had missed her latest payment for rent. A couple of weeks had gone by and Felicity couldn't get hold of her. When police arrived, it was reported that, quote, negative contact was made. Then they left. Remember, Ashley wasn't considered a vulnerable adult in the eyes of authorities, and there were no reports to police that she could be in any sort of danger, so there wasn't much they could do about it. Over the next 12 days, Felicity continued to try and reach out to Christina, but all attempts failed. Then, on the 31st of March, 2022, Felicity and her boyfriend decided it was for the best to enter the property to see what was going on for themselves. It was then a gruesome discovery was made. I was sitting waiting in my truck when Felicity and her boyfriend came down and said, "Something's wrong. We think there's a dead body in there." They'd pretty much turned straight around when they opened the door. I didn't believe it. I thought they were messing, so I went up. When Felicity's family friend, Gareth White, entered the apartment, he knew straight away that someone had died. The smell alone was enough to tell him that. And so there she was, Christina decomposing on the floor in the property. She had been dead for roughly a month. After an investigation, detectives concluded that she took her own life for reasons unknown. But people connected to the incident don't really buy into that story and want police to explore the possibility that she may have been murdered. After the discovery was made, Felicity asked her sister Whitney Phillips to act on her behalf moving forward as the incident was too much for her to handle. When Whitney entered the property, she noticed that there was blood in every room. Not only that, but there was other evidence to suggest foul play. There was blood in every room in the apartment, but there were other things like unopened packages, things for the apartment, like she was expecting still to do things. Why would she be ordering stuff for the house? Why would she still be paying her bills if she was planning to end it? She was never late on rent. I didn't sleep right for a week after seeing the inside of that apartment. You could see the marks on the wall where her body had been, and on the carpet where it had laid. To me, it looked like she was panicking, trying to get away, trying to save her life. Why would she be moving through the house like that? That doesn't make no sense. Jonathan Johnson and his wife Jasmine, downstairs neighbours, think Christina was murdered too. The Johnsons believe they heard the actual murder taking place but didn't want to intervene because they weren't too sure. They say a man who Ashley had been seeing needs to be taken in for questioning. I believe that dude killed her. We heard a lot of commotion that one night, then we never saw her or heard her again. I asked, should we call the police? But you're not too sure sometimes. Like, if you get involved, maybe you'll get hurt too. That guy was there all the time and his car was over there that night. When we came out the next day, it was gone. That night, it was like a lot of heavy walking and moving around going on. After that, it was just silent up there. And so